Hi, it's Pat Mayer. Congratulations. We're out of attorney review and officially under contract in your next home. I'm so excited, and I know you are as well. So just a couple of things that we want to remember is get your deposit check in to either us preferably, and that way we can make copies and get it out to both attorneys so that they know that it is taken care of. And then we want to start getting ready for a home inspection. So we will have provided you a list of home inspectors that we recommend, but of course you're more than welcome, because you will be paying for it, finding the best home inspector that you would feel comfortable with, and we can help you with that if you like. So please let us know. There is usually a timetable. It's usually 10 to 14 days after we get out of attorney review, calendar days, to have that done. So the sooner I recommend, the better. I will be there, of course, or one of my team members to let you in with your inspector. Typically, the seller's not home. It does happen on occasion, but I will do my best to make sure that you have full privacy during your home inspection. And once we do the inspection, it could also incorporate termite inspection, radon inspection, oil tank sweep, pool inspection, which is typically done by a separate company. The oil tank sweep is usually done by a environmental company, and again, we can provide you contacts for that. Or maybe even septic tank might have to be scanned through the neighborhood or onto your property, I should say. Bulkhead inspection, again, we can recommend someone to do that part of the inspection for you. Chimney inspection as well. We have all the contacts, all the experts that can help you through these processes. It's also, I think, beneficial that if you have painters that you're going to want to get in, decorators, contractors, I highly recommend that we use the inspection time to get in all of your team members so that we can have it done seamlessly, time efficiently, and not interfere with the seller's life as well by having all these people coming and going. Get it done one day, one couple hours, and then you're ready to start preparing for your home after the closing. Remember that we cannot do any repairs, any decorating, anything until we actually close. And then after that, we're going to prepare for the mortgage. So make sure that you're in touch with your mortgage rep. And I'd be more than happy to help any way I can through that process. And making sure homeowners insurance, again, we have a list for that too. And if you're married, we're going to need documentation on both spouses, documentation for the attorneys they're going to need. And eventually, once you provide all the bank, mortgage rep, all the information, we're going to need a mortgage commitment, which is one of the last hurdles, roller coasters I call them, to get to the closing. And then right before the closing, we're going to make sure to provide you with a list of utilities. And after, please note this, you can try to persuade your attorney on the date and time for the closing. But just keep in mind that it is the attorneys on both sides, buyer and seller, they call each other, they actually come down with the time and date for the closing. It typically takes place at the buyer's attorney's office, sometimes at a title company. But once the buyer's and seller's attorney comes to terms on the date and the time, we then, and only then, when it's confirmed, call the utility company, the electric and the gas companies, to make sure that they know with your new credit card to move that account from the seller to you on the effective date of the closing. The water reading typically is done by the attorneys or the title company, or sometimes us. My team is fabulous to help any way possible, so you don't have to worry about that. But please remember, the electric and gas companies need to be called with your credit card to get that account moved over on the effective closing date. And then lastly, we're going to do a walkthrough. Typically, it's the night before, or ideally the morning before the closing. And we'll walk through, spend a few minutes making sure that repairs are done during the inspection and that we're ready to go to the closing. And that's pretty much it. I'm sure there's a couple things that you might have questions on, so feel free to call us anytime, and we're here to help you make this as easy for you as possible. Thank you so much.